Hello.
Would seem that the reason that feral druids are always eating every single mind blast is that feral druids have a innate
Like
They
talent
just
of
stand
being
the
in the
closest.
fucking hitbox.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yo.
Sorry if I'm running a minute behind. I was getting off the Zeppelin and had to grab a shadow protection thing, so
All good.
I joined group from Undercity, so I was like, oh shit. Gonna take me a minute.
No worries.
You guys inside?
There's a group of us outside of the instance just kind of standing here.
It's probably just wait up top or something.
Oh, the minimap doesn't even show you guys?
Well, if y'all
Yeah,
are there,
Pretty cool.
would y'all
We're up
happen
top
to
on the
summon
hill.
me? Because would y'all mind summoning me? Because it's gonna take me a minute to fly there. So
You're the only lock, man.
You are the only one who can summon.
oh shit. Oh, I saw that there was
Okay.
a summoning stone right outside.
The
Classic.
stones in Classic are not actually summon stones. It's
Yeah.
okay.
They're meeting stones.
Physical meeting stones.
Aesthetic.
Yeah, if it's going to take you minutes, not a big deal. Like we typically, like the plan was to start in 5 minutes anyhow, so you're okay.
It's all good.
I'm literally going through Nights on Wood. So I'm not that far. The only thing I don't have is some soul shards, but I'll get that easy once we start.
Yeah, lots of opportunity to get them on the way in.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised, man. It's kind of late. Y'all doing a fresh run. I was like, wow, dude.
We had a friend who has done the runs with us every week, and he was out of town until supposedly today, and then he actually was still out of town. So we waited for him, but then are just doing it now anyway. So.
Oh, I got you. Tempted doing BFD, so for Season of Discovery. I played WoW back in the day when it first came out, but yeah, all this shit's kind of different now. So.
Well, we're pretty consistently 7-7, so we should blast through just fine.
It will be all right.
All right. So.
This raid, unfortunately for the casters, is a little bit get carried by the physical DPS, but
Till next week or something.
yeah, apparently all the casters are. There's probably some kind of resistance nerf or something coming.
You think that 1% spell hit's gonna help?
I think the minus 50 resist on all the bosses is going to be the biggest thing. That's probably going to be crazy.
Yeah, Calrus has like huge resistance. Like he has like huge arcane and shadow resist, so he's just like a nightmare for the mages and warlocks.
Yeah, they're reducing a bunch of bosses from 75 resist to 25.
I did not read that.
Now let's see. Let's see if I can get to y'all without the Alliance trying to kill me.
The beach is pretty horde heavy right now.
They were trying to kill my ass earlier. I kept on having like 3 to 4 men fucking group squads coming after me, bro. It's crazy.
Did they say the resistances of the bosses? Was it all schools or was it specific schools? Because I don't really feel like I resist that often on Shaman, and that's fire in nature.
It was certain ones. Alright, you're going the wrong way, Fright Night.
I'm going around.
Oh, what are you going around? What?
I'm avoiding all these. Avoiding all these fucking. Well, there's some alliance over here
Oh,
in groups, so I'm gonna fucking avoid them.
All
All
right.
I don't feel like trying to take on 3v1.
Oh, I believe in you. No problem.
What the fuck are these mobs? Are all like perma evading on somebody?
I tried to farm that damp note today for like an hour. Never got a drop. It was sweet.
People were mentioning it existing, and I was kind of shocked because I
saw one
haven't
drop,
seen it.
but it's not group shared.
Weird. Yeah, I got mine like 3 kills in.
Yeah, I was
Now
Is
you
this
doing
said
the
that the
reward for the
pearl is
damp
the
note
only
quest?
thing on reserve, right?
Yeah, the pearl and then on the last boss is the only reserve.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Organizers.
the way we do this is we just have master looter on, rep links the loot, and you just roll on things. We trust you not to be a jerk and roll on things that don't make sense for you. We haven't had a problem yet, so.
Oh my
Keeping
god,
it-
there's 2 alliance running at
Oh,
me.
we got a.
Leave me alone.
We got a staff of the friar.
Oh, nice. Starting early. Hopefully the
Alright.
agility enchant might be worth something.
Yeah, those are both good
Well,
drops.
hey, bro, listen. If it's
We'll
any
roll 'em out.
consolation, the warlock tank and the warlock DPS for me for destruction is basically the same gear. So, just to let you know.
All right, looks like we're all here. We
Yeah,
can start.
I'll roll it out at the end or when we get in the dungeon or something like that. Just so
We're
we can
gonna
get in there.
start swimming in.
Yeah, I'm not gonna roll right now. I'm trying to avoid shit, bro.
Most of the fights that don't have a ton of mechanics, I will explain them as we get to them, so just listen, and if there's anything that's confusing, let me know.
I'm on my way.
Loot these things for notes, apparently.
Oh, give me that note. Oh my god. Where is it? Yeah, it's the Tide Priestesses only.
It might be that people don't kill the Tide Priestesses because they're dead when everyone's running in.
Yeah.
Oh my god, leave me alone. Oh my god, this alliance is killing me. What are you doing? Leave me alone.
Well, now
All I
he's
wanted
dead,
to
so.
do was just run over here so I could summon my pet. Jesus. All right, I can summon my pet.
Oh, it's a Tide Priestess right here.
Yeah, we don't need to stop forming like that. Any more than we otherwise would. But yeah, they are the ones that drop it.
I
Yeah,
want
I'm
a fucking
trying. I
note.
just picked up that quest for the orbs of Sorenrook. Just got on the metamorphosis quest shit.
Oh, nice.
So hopefully I can get that shit in here. Going. Dodging. There we go. That's the only thing that sucks, man, is like I have to keep my pet like on defensive passive. So every time I want it to attack, I literally have to like hit the attack button on it.
You can
Nah, just
macro
bind
it.
it to a spell,
and
dude.
everything.
Make a macro and then bind it
Yeah,
to a spell.
Yeah, I haven't. I haven't had time to do that, bro. I just hit 25 earlier today. I wasn't even planning on doing anything. Then I was like, oh, I got this quest. I need to go here anyway. So, you know. I see this Lake of Fire rune. I got it earlier today.
So oracles can't drop it. It's literally only the Tide Priestesses or whatever.
Apparently, yeah. Yeah, that's good in there.
Yeah, okay. Phone in.
Is it green on one of these?
Huge.
Sanguine Cuffs.
Yeah, I'll get 'em.
And jumping. Oh, I should have got some shards off of them. I wasn't even thinking about it. We were killing it too fast.
Yeah. Roll for the enchant if you want it.
Oh no.
Alright. Okay, iconic.
All right, we'll do buff stuff real quick. If you're using elixirs, I'm gonna just fucking pop world buffs now because last week I forgot to even use them. So
Alright, let's do it. Let's pop some world buffs.
Just- kill early stuff faster. It's fine. Don't need them for the bosses.
I'll wait till after the turtle boss.
Yeah, you can use them whenever you want. I'm just gonna use mine now.
If you want it, you can roll for the staff.
Can I roll for my priest alt?
Yeah, like it doesn't matter to me too much. I don't know. It probably sells. Probably you can probably equip it. Whatever.
Yeah, it's probably like a 5 gold epic. It's not or a 5 gold blue. It's not the end of the world. So
No, I don't even
power
want
to the wailing cavern staff anyway.
Made it sound so unappealing.
it.
I know. He's like, oh, it's no big deal. It's just 5 gold. You know?
Is it that much better than the crescent staff, though? I don't know.
I mean,
It's about
probably
the
is
same.
worse.
probably about the same.
Just depends on your preferences. Yeah.
Crescent staff is technically more total stats if you like spirit though.
Yeah.
I'm using one, I think, from SF
So-
right now.
Better for warriors.
It's probably not bad for warriors.
Crescent's better. Slower.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Which wouldn't matter if they didn't have quick strike or whatever.
But raging blow.
Yeah, Raging Blow is a pain in the ass to unlock. I just hit 25 in my warrior and I looked at the quest and was like, oh god.
It's worth it though.
Yeah. I mean,
Wasn't
it's
sure at first.
mandatory, but
And then, yeah. You're gonna two hand.
is it Raging Blow, the Enrage talent, and Endless Rage? Is that the meta build?
Yeah, I think so. Consumed by rage. At least with
That makes
two
sense.
hand. I think if you do one hand, it's obviously different. And I think one hand might be the meta. I don't know.
You can technically have Raging Blow and Quick Strike, but it seems like if you're going to play the build where you need to stack 80 Rage, Endless Rage seems better. But
Yeah, quick strike isn't good.
If
you're
you give
using-
everyone underwater breathing here.
if you're using two-hander, quick strike sucks. It hits for like a third of your damage.
Yeah, the scaling on it doesn't seem right to me. I feel like it should do damage. Its damage should scale with Heroic Strike levels,
Yeah.
but it doesn't.
Or with with the weapon at least, I think.
I'm just farming shards. Not really DPS, and I'm just farming.
Don't drown, guys. If you're you like lose your breath super fast on you.
I don't have. I'll give some of you underwater breathing. I just don't have a lot of fish scales, so. All right. This first boss is pretty simple. Basically, everyone is DPSing him. He doesn't auto attack. And then the one rule of the fight is going to be if you have the bomb, jump off the platform. Try to jump like straight down in between all the different gaps so you don't knock people off. You just knock them up. And then when the bubble beam thing happens, you got to try to avoid it so you don't get launched off. But everyone's going to get launched. You're going to go all over the place. It's not the end of the world.
Whoa.
Boy, he might have just gotten pulled. Yes, he did.
Okay, I guess we're gonna fight that.
Yep. Go in if you can. Just start burning him.
Oh my.
There's no way to reset him.
Bomb
So.
on iconic to go down.
This is the bubble beam.
Bomb on Takaya.
I gotta get around. Shit. Come on, man.
Bomb on Shaw.
Okay, well, I was going to explain that this fight's a cakewalk, but we just demonstrated that it is, so.
Here's the loot. It's MSOS.
I am not handing that neck to somebody this week if I win it.
Chunky, do you want the shoulder guards?
Yeah.
All right, Chunky, grats. All right.
We're gonna start killing trash while Rep's doing that, by the way.
Do it.
So.
Everybody go do trash if that's cool. Just open roll on the ring here. It's like a novelty thing. So
Unless you're a fucking druid, cheaters.
what the
I gotta
stacks?
summon my pet.
Oh, does it stack? If it stacks, then never mind.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does.
There's
Does
a
anyone-
crab on the healer. You just brought it in.
All right, I guess I'll give it to myself since I won. But if somebody really wants that, I don't care that much. All right, and then we've got High Tide Joker, 7 strength, 4 agi neck.
Of course.
I don't think that's gonna do it there for you, Cha. All right, Chazzy with a 96. Going to Chazzy in 3, 2, 1. Grats, Chazzy. Cool. Sweet. Good recovery there. Let's like I don't mind keeping it social, but this was like set up to be a 7-7 clear and stuff like that. So let's keep it tight too. We got world buffs running, and I don't think anyone wants to be wiping and making silly mistakes and lose their buffs and that shit. So let's also keep it tight. Thanks, guys.
All right, we're gonna kill turtles on this platform. We're gonna grab some Naga, and then we'll do the boss.
I pull a sewage up.
All right, drinking real quick, and we'll do boss. As we burn him to begin with, we break his shield, spawns bubbles around the room. The bubbles will pop, do damage to you. Don't stand near them. When his shield breaks, he does a big cast thing. It knocks you back and does a huge burst of damage. I'll have a frost resist totem down, which will help people in the melee group, but try not to have bubbles behind you because it'll knock you into them. Sometimes you get ping-ponged around and die. Other than that, it's just a tank and spank. I should be able to solo tank him. I might need you to taunt him if I get to like 5 stacks, Chunky, but I'll let you know.
All right.
You can just play as DPS.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, here he comes. the big safe gap in the front if you need it for the shield break.
Here comes the shield break.
All right. Do you think you can taunt? Let me drop these stacks.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
I taunted.
I've got 12 seconds. And taunting him back now. Or not. Sorry, I have to wait for Earth back.
It's on the Scorpion right now.
Field break. Potion if you're low. Good job.
All right, we've got a clam weave tunic and a chipped bite of Sericus. So we'll start with the clam weave tunic.
If that thing is better in all ways than my leather chest piece, is it cringe to roll on it? Like the statting's actually not bad.
It's a pug, and if you think you'll be using it and it feels right for you and stuff like that, then I say roll on things. That's just kind of the rule we go by in the pug. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, I lose everything anyway, so that's okay.
All right, that looks like a congrats to Gray Cat.
I like the yellow text on that.
Oh, are we killing the ads right here? Yeah.
Yeah, we're pulling these dudes
All
back.
right, we have a chipped bite of Sericus. Main spec roll. Panacer. Is anyone else even really viable for that?
If nobody else needed it, I would roll, but I'd rather a rogue take it.
All right,
Saving
go
me
to
from the
Panacer.
26 SFK runs I've done.
You're
You still need an
set.
offhand, though, right?
I have an assassin blade.
Oh, well, you're fine then.
I mean, meteor shard would be better, but I don't hate myself that much.
If anyone like needs random things killed in here to go to random places, just tell me. Otherwise, the train is going towards bosses.
There's an aggro in the
I
back.
just need to find
Druid
those
bro.
orbs. I don't know where those orbs are at. That's all I really
Later,
need for my
later in
quest.
the instance, before the second to last boss. If you've got stuff, bring them to
That's
me.
all I need. Shit, can't go that far up there.
I don't know what you did to that thing, but it really wanted to kill you.
I cast Wild Growth once.
Okay.
Oh. Keep getting stuck on ledges.
Alright. Pulling a bunch of mobs. Somebody wants to like pull those two into the stack. All right, so for this boss, there's no more interrupt on the frost arrows. The arrows are going to go out. Don't stand in the shit or you'll freeze. It's a one tank fight, so I'll be tanking the ad next to the boss, but everything is just burn boss. Ignore ad. If you get the fork lightning on you, feel free to chain it into the ad. That means putting the ad between yourself and the boss, but it's not a massive deal if you don't do it. We're just going to burn the boss. We will not get a second ad. She doesn't really have an aggro table, so burn, burn, burn. I'm just going to get a food buff real quick, and then we'll go. All right, pulling.
Are we killing the ad or just pumping the boss?
Just killing the boss. Do not bother with the ad. Don't stand in the frost trap. Not the end of the world if he gets stunned, but
Actually dispellable too.
yeah,
The-
the ad is a big cleave melee, so I'm trying not to face it towards you, but oh, that fork lightning.
Yeah, that hurt.
Okay, well she
Came in
died.
for like 2,000.
Alright, do reses and all that. Alright, we got some Naga battle gauntlets and a helmet. Cloth helmet. Alright, first, the Naga battle gauntlets. Strength, Sam, Spirit, leather gloves. Anyone for Naga battle gauntlets? If not, we can throw them to the off spec.
I feel like the epic gloves are just too good.
Alright, I'll take them off spec then if no one
Yeah, we
wants.
go to the right. I was like, which way do we go?
Just group back up on the turtles platform real quick while we're doing loot. I'm gonna
Rakamara's tattered thinking cap.
wizard hat.
we rolling out of 100.
Yeah, just slash roll.
Yeah, just slash roll on main spec items that you want.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Going to Fright Night
Oh.
in 3, 2, 1. Congrats, Fright Night.
You can get it to me on the turtle platform, bro. I'm already headed that way.
It just
Master Loot just
sent
sent it
to
to you.
you.
Just bags.
Oh, my bad.
All right, we have like a decently long stretch of trash here, so let's group up. We're gonna blast through all these mobs.
Right. Yeah, I can't even get a dot or anything on it. Y'all kill it too fast.
Yeah, none of the trash is scaled to be raid trash. It's just the same trash the dungeon had, so it dies in 2 seconds. Just get soul shards if you need them, and don't worry about doing trash damage.
Yeah, I got 5 shards already. Want to get a couple more though. There's a green cloak there. Whoever wants to pick it up.
Sweet. Anybody wants that? Roll for it or open trade with me or whatever. Same deal.
All right.
There's a 4 stamina, 4 strength belt back here. One of the mobs.
Okay, thanks. I'll just change it off of. I'll set it to rare.
Not all of us are giga rich, okay, bud?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Does anybody want
Giga
these? I
rich.
mean, or is anybody an enchanter?
Probably an
or-
upgrade for my warrior, but
All right, that's the most compelling argument I've heard so far. Here you go, an upgrade for your warrior.
there is a shadow damage mace in there.
Sweet, the rich get richer. If anybody wants it, it's fine.
All right, the stretch sucks. Let's kill it.
Teleportation.
Yeah, so that little table thing over there that we just cleared to, after we kill this next boss, that allows us to skip here if we wipe or something.
Yep, right? Yeah. Thought I did. Kind of like a teleporter. Uh-oh.
All right, so this next boss is pretty easy as well, but this is also like one where there's personal responsibility, and if you do it wrong, you'll die. So we fight him 3 times. The first time, well, every single time we fight the boss, he's more or less a tank and spank. He doesn't really do all that much himself, except for hit me and occasionally put some things on the ground. When he hits 10% though, he's gonna like go immune and intermission, and the intermission is basically that all of these little eggs around the room are going to spawn murlocs out of them that are gonna like run across the room in straight lines, and if they walk over you, they do a big burst of damage to you. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna find a spot and dance around and dodge all of them as best you can. There's also going to be shadow crashes that hit and leave shit on the ground. Don't stand in those. Don't get hit by them. Again, it's just watch your feet and dodge everything. And then he's going to come back and we fight him again. And then the last time that he does the intermission, when we come back and fight him for the 3rd time, where we actually kill him, he's going to spawn like Cthulhu-style tentacles all over the room. If you have the ability to like quickly cleave them down and kill them, do so. Otherwise, just keep burning him as best you can, and we're going to just burn him through that phase. It's not a super long fight. It's not the only thing that's really going to kill you is you not paying attention in the intermission. So just watch your feet and just don't get hit by stuff. All right, pulling him. All right, watch your feet. Generally speaking, the safest place to be is towards the edges, not in the middle. The middle is going to be a terrible intersection of things, so just dodge, dodge, dodge.
Damn, and I dodged a lot of them.
There's still going to be shadow crashes through this phase, so watch out for those ranged. All right, intermission again.
Okay, dude.
All right, now we're going to get some tentacles. We're mainly just focusing on killing boss, though.
You need a health pot or something.
I resistance potted.
Talking
If somebody can tank him and
I taunted him and feared though.
Jazzy's got him.
everything you can to kill him.
No, feared. Stop the fear.
All right, well, it was ugly, but we got
Holy.
him. We have no res, so just release, run in, teleport. You'll teleport right here.
Cloth robe, leather chest.
The leather chest that I've lost on like 12 times.
Yeah, get ready to lose again, my dude. But you get another shot.
Yep.
All right.
And group up over on
said just
circle
run
marker
back
while
in?
loot's going on. Yes, run back in. There's a little table thing at the beginning of the instance. Use it and teleport.
Black boiled leathers. Anyone for black boiled leathers?
God, man, that's my second 13 of the raid.
Surely that one will be enough.
Going to
Hey.
Shaw.
Dang, look at that, dude.
I feel like people are giving me pity loot now.
Now look, man, he wants to get the set.
Okay, I'll take it.
Alrighty.
Gotta put a rune in it real quick, and then we'll start doing stuff.
Twilight Invoker's robes.
A slash. I did 1 out of 1. My bad.
You don't have to type any number if you just type. Roll. Alright. Grants to Fright Knight.
All right, immediately we're going into another boss here. So group up on circle, we'll rebuff and do all that stuff. So there's going to be like one of these big dudes and a caster. We kill the big dude and caster. Then we move to the next caster. It's a gauntlet. It keeps going. Little murlocs run at us. Don't really worry about them. I'll tank them all. They just give me infinite mana, so it's kind of nice if they stay alive for a bit. At the very end of it is boss. He's a tank and spank. The only thing that he does is spawn 3 different totems. The totems are priority. You have to turn and kill them. Like Pan, I think for you, just don't use builders on them. Just auto them, but you have to change target. The first totem that he drops will be a reflect totem. If you keep DPSing him, you will kill yourself. It is a ridiculous reflect. It's like 3 times your damage reflected back. Second totem is a fire totem. It makes like a little fire orb that chases you around. We just kill that totem. That one's not a big deal. And then there's a Wind Fury totem that makes him hit me harder. We, again, just kill the totems. Don't let them stack up. At a certain point, when the boss is at like 10-15% health, I'll just say ignore totems, and then you just kill him. As long it'll be like we'll kill a reflect totem, and then we'll ignore every totem after that and kill boss. Looks like Fright Knight is not with us, but until then, we'll...
Go back to the entrance. Can you find your way to the entrance?
Yeah,
Fright
I'm
Knight?
actually at the turtle right now.
Okay.
Okay.
What's faster at this point?
I think running to him is faster.
Okay, just keep running to us. The next time if you run back and zone into the instance, like at the entrance, there's like a blue glowy looking table thing. You just click on that, and it has a text option to teleport. But for now, we will wait for you to catch up to us.
Come to the south end of the turtle room. Unless you're going back to the entrance.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back towards the entrance.
All right. Can someone hit the teleporter to the entrance and show them where it is?
Yes.
Because
Thanks.
there's actually, oh shit.
All right. If you die, don't worry about it.
Sorry,
Just res
yeah,
and
I'm gonna
come.
die and run back there anyways. Because there was mobs over here that I didn't even. Oh, there was still mobs up.
Yeah, I just try to listen up
At
because
the
we explained the teleporter and all that. So, and we're trying to keep it moving along. So try to focus up and respect everybody's time.
All right, so when you zone in, when you run back in, on the left side of like the cave that you're running down, there's going to be like a table-looking thing that's glowing blue.
I'm right there. I'll show.
Okay.
I see it. To the left, it's blue.
Okay, so again, we're going to kill these ads, clear towards the boss. When we get to the boss, the most important thing you do is kill the totems. Again, the casters are probably not going to be able to do much to change targets, but melee, just turn and burn them real quickly. This boss is super easy. Just make sure you do the things. This big guy cleaves. It's not anything crazy, but I'll turn him away. All right, here we go. If you've got Murlocs on them, if you can run them to me, I'm like perma-slowed. All right, last Sea Witch, or Priestess, or whatever. Okay, Reflect Totem. Oh, it started with Wind Fury this time.
Reflect is next. Reflect is next.
Okay.
Don't kill yourself.
Build the Reflect Totem. And Molten Totem. I'm getting chased by the thing. Wind Fury Totem in the fire.
I mean, Reflect is next.
Yep, next is Reflect Totem.
All right. Hey, when Reflect is next, you cannot keep damaging the boss.
Molten Totem. You kill it really fast, the orb doesn't start chasing people, so okay. Wind Fury Totem's next. I'm gonna move him out of the fire, little casters. You might have to move up. And then next totem is Reflect in 3 seconds, so just be ready to stop. Here it is. Nice. Molten Totem is next. Wind Fury Totem. Next one is going to be Reflect Totem. Be ready to kill it. After this totem dies melee, I'm going to like reset him a little and move him back towards the group. Molten Totem. We're going to kill one more Reflect Totem. Actually, ignore this next Wind Fury Totem. Just ignore the Molten Totem too. Just kill him. Sorry, our DPS is higher than I was expecting.
DPS too good. Finish the totems. They're still like active, I guess. Nice. All right, we have some.
All right, I'm gonna drink up real quick.
All right, Twilight Elementalist foot pads. Give it a roll if you want it. Takaya, I mean. Going to go Takaya in 3, 2, 1.
Kill and crash everyone else.
Takaya. All right. A sturdy hood, the sturdiest of hoods.
That's a tanky helmet.
That is a tanky helmet. All right, we got some off-speckers. Any other off-speckers? Already took one for off-spec, so you take this one, Pan.
Yeah, I will at some point get the runes for tanking when they
Sure.
don't put both of them behind awful grains. Sure.
Also probably pretty good in PvP.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I have NG Helm too already, right? So.
All right, we got a bunch of trash, so we're gonna be moving and killing for a while here. This is where the Warlock quest stuff is from, by the way. I think it's just personal loot for you. So these, I don't remember which of the mobs it is, but it's some of these Twilight dudes.
It's the Twilight guys. Some of them drop it. You just had to get 3 of them.
That's up here. Are you able to pick that, Pan?
Yeah. There's a magic resist potion here. That's about it though.
There's a blue axe right here. Strength
Yeah.
stamina.
Sweet. We'll roll at the end.
I think actually might be an upgrade.
All right. Okay. Well, then we'll if someone's
No,
we'll roll it now.
no. I don't need it now. It's fine. It's not like I'm not even certain that it's a big deal, but it's not going to make a difference in our clear. Let's just say that.
Do we need to clear anything extra for the void items quest, or can we just come back and do that afterwards?
All the trash will despawn. You can come back.
Okay, thank you.
I did like the previous clear we did. I did that. I used one of those lockouts to make my item.
I did the same actually.
The instance is just empty when you come back. All of these mobs are like tied to the bosses that we kill.
You just swim underneath this temple thing.
The things that pass and you LOS them, please. Alright, drinking real quick. You can keep pulling stuff if you want. Alright, so this is probably the hardest boss in here, so please listen up. There are some things that actually happen here. He has 2 phases. The first phase is we're going to hold him roughly where he's standing. He's going to mind blast people. I think he tries to mind blast whoever's closest to him. So melee, you're going to be standing at max melee range as much as possible. And I'm going to try to stand as close to him as possible. He has a chains of something mechanic, like it's a debuff that he puts on people. It hits nearby players, so if you're stacked up, it'll hit more than one of you, and the only way to get rid of it is to either eat it or dispel it, so the priest will dispel those as best he can. Both spells are kickable, so I'm going to try to kick chains every single time it casts if I'm up top. So I'm just going to hold Earth Shock for chains every time he casts it. He's also going to put 2 people to sleep. He tends to put people to sleep that are close to each other, so it's usually going to be like myself and somebody else in melee the first time every time. The way you come back up is there's a bunch of neutral like spirits around the room. You're going to kill those, and eventually one of them will spawn a portal. You just right-click the portal and you come back up. There is kind of RNG in terms of how many it takes to come up, so just keep killing until you see a portal. He's also going to drop shadow shit on ranged players, and it's going to spread throughout the fight. So ranged are going to start spread out along this wall, like where you're coming in from, this entrance wall, and you're going to move your way around the room and never drop shadow shit on top of us on the boss if you can avoid it. Like, we're going to try to hold him there as long as we possibly can. The reason for that is when he phases it into phase 2 at 30%, he's going to clear all the shadow stuff from the ground, and then he's going to start spawning it again. So if we can keep him there, as soon as he phases, the first thing all the ranged are going to do is move back to this edge of the room and then work their way in again. In the second phase, he's basically just enraged. He does the same 2 spells. They can't be kicked. He casts them faster. Any arcane explosions, which does big bursts of damage. So it's just a Zerg burn everything to kill him. So, like, there's no major DPS cooldowns, obviously, at this point, but if you have anything that makes you do more damage, or you can do something to burn him faster, save it for phase 2.
And we'll call for a if it looks like a good pool, we'll call for the shadow protection potion at the beginning of that phase. So don't use it until you're asked to, just in case it's a scuff pool. But when we say, you know, pop your shadow prot, that'll be the time. And we'll wait until it looks like it's a clean entry into phase 2 with like people not dead and everyone's up from the dream and stuff like that. We'll call it. We'll say spread, pop the pot, and then just nuke the guy down.
All right, swapping.
Does anybody have any questions? It's okay to have questions, because if you don't kind of like if you miss part of that, you'll probably die.
Yeah, this fight, like, if you do things stupidly, you can end up killing everyone else. So
I think we have 1, maybe 2 new range. So basically, yeah, during the first part of the fight, you're kind of just staying at max range and moving. We do counterclockwise around the room. And then if you are, and then once phase 2 happens, you just spread out kind of all around the boss and just try to burn him down.
yeah, it's hectic in phase 2, so.
Yeah, and if you're really not sure where to stand in your range, you can just stand on me. It's okay to do that as well. I'll mark myself with the circle.
The only other thing, Pan is in phase 1. Kick as many Mind Blasts as you can. You're just going to be on cooldown, kick Mind Blast.
Yeah, and I said you were gonna hold. When you said you were gonna hold for the chains, I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing.
Who's kicking Mind Blast while you're down? Or kicking chains while you're down, sorry.
While I'm down, if I'm down and Pan is not, then Pan I will say that I'm down, and then Pan try to hold your kick for chains.
Can we just plan for you to go down first? Because he pulls
Shaw
the
will
first,
go first. I'll
the
just
2
stay out of
closest.
melee a little bit.
I'm almost certainly going to be first. I can't control the other person as much, so Pan's just.
Out.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, here we go. I'm down.
It's on CD for 5.
Back.
Down.
There's pro.
All right, range, bring it back to the left now instead of the right. It's just gonna be better for how the things dropped. Hunters move in a little bit so you get pulled down. And healers, make sure you're max range.
Yeah, he is phasing very soon. Looks like the sleeped people just came back up.
Okay, we'll see if they live. They look like, okay, pop the pot. Spread out. If you're range, you should be spread. If you're melee, like try to get into like 2 different unique stacks.
I'm moving him slightly, melee. Just careful of being closer to the boss than me. Nice job, easy.
Hell
Nice.
yeah. Oh, and an epic.
Wow,
What
Wow,
that
GG
is a big
casters.
staff.
That's a reserve for the raid. No, all right, good shit, everyone. So we will put up the items. We're gonna do the defender's girdle here first.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it.
You want it? All right. Grants to Chunky. And all right, Rod of the Ancient Sleepwalker roll. Anyone got their top rolls in there? Iconic. Go to hell, dude. Come on. How you gonna do that?
Holy.
Oh, I lost with a 90 by two people. All right, going to Iconic unless we see something good. 3, 2. Congrats to Iconic.
All right, I'm
Let's
spawning
see.
shit.
First epic.
I also totally turned on Lava Burst instead of Molten Blast or Magma Blast. Almost the same rune.
And the one shot on Kelrist. That's great.
Yeah, DPS was pumping. That was good. Also, the shadow pools were like very well placed. We literally barely moved the entire fight, so good job ranged. I don't think I saw a single chains debuff go out either, so I think we kicked every single one.
I think we got all of them P1.
Yeah, 2 went out while you were down. Gray got 1, I got the other.
Nice job. But that's hard too, because the boss is like super high arcane resist, so he's hard to counterspell. Or I mean, I guess you have to get lucky to counterspell him. The resistance potions seem to be pretty significant there as well. I saw several 50% resists on Mind Blasts.
Still have my shadow protection.
Okay, so this next boss is probably easier than the one we just killed, but you still have to do him correctly, or it'll be a shit show. So, he has 2 distinct phases: a shadow phase and like a poison phase. I'm going to start with him in the poison phase and tank him for about 4 stacks. This is purely a tank mechanic to begin with, so I'll just take increasing damage the more stacks I get. Chunky knows how this works, so we're going to clear our stacks when I call for it. The priority when the ads spawn is to kill the ads as fast as you can. Obviously, you can do some cleaving off of the ads onto the boss, but we want to try to kill them. They do hit very hard on the tanks, and it would be kind of a tragedy for a tank to die to them. So I'm gonna spawn a first set of ads once I get 4 stacks. We'll burn those ads. Then Chunky will be tanking the boss while I'm spawning my ads and we're killing them. Then I'll take the boss back from Chunky shortly before 50%. He will go clear his stacks. We'll get a second set of ads. The boss is going to do a transition animation. While that's happening, everyone should be killing the ads. We're going to hopefully kill them before the boss finishes transitioning. Once the boss transitions, Chazzy's going to go bear form, take the first 2 or 3 stacks of the shadow form debuff. I'll taunt, etc. The 3 tanks, or the 3 people who are tanking, know how this works. We've done it. For those of you who are not tanks, and this is especially if it's your first time doing this, there is one mechanic in particular that's very important for you. It's the breath. The way we deal with the breath is that I'm going to put a marker on rep. That is the circle marker.
You just took it off of me, but
sorry.
I'll put it back. I'll put it back on.
All right, so there's a star marker. That's rep. Ranged and melee DPS, you are going to be stacked on rep for like 95% of the fight. Do not leave where he's standing. The way that this works is that the boss is going to occasionally breath. He's going to pick one of the 10 people in the raid, point towards them, and breath. It is super long. You can't outrange it. You just have to step out of it. If you don't step out of it, you get a bunch of stacks depending on the phase that he's in. So if it's the poison phase, you're going to get a permanent dot that's just going to tick harder and harder the more stacks you have. If it's the shadow phase, it's going to give you a permanent health reduction and shadow damage taken thing. So you don't want that one either. So the way it works is when breath happens, rep will call, everyone steps to the side, avoids the breath, then you restack on the boss's back, and you always restack. Everyone's going to restack every time and move every time together. Other than that, the fight is mostly a tank mechanic fight. So again, we're gonna kill the first set of poison ads while Chunky takes the boss from me. I'm gonna take it back. Chunky's gonna spawn his ads. We kill that set of ads. Then Chazzy takes the boss, goes for a certain number of stacks. Chazzy never clears. I take it from him. I will eventually clear. We ignore that shadow ad. Chunky's gonna be tanking, and then we just kill the boss. Anyone confused about anything?
I would say just tell me when to taunt.
Yep, Chunky. I will.
Yep, okay.
All right, we'll start off to the left side for the DPS stack.
Okay, here we go. You can start DPSing basically immediately. I'll have a lot of snap threat. Breath is going to be here. 2 seconds. Breath.
Breath.
I'm going to get one more stack. Okay, Chunky.
Alright, taunted.
Alright, ads are spawning shortly. I will pull them under boss.
Breath, but it's in a weird direction.
Might have gone on me.
Your stacks look okay.
Yeah, okay.
Breath, same direction, same direction.
Yeah, I'm
Killing these ads. I'm going to be taking boss from Chunky shortly. Okay, taunting it. You can go clear.
alright. Clearing stacks.
Breath, move.
Breath. Alright, boss is phasing. Everyone on ads. Focus is on ads. Chazzy, you're going to go bear form and taunt here in a moment. Okay, boss is on Chazzy. We're killing ads. Okay, nice. Try to go for 3 stacks here if you can. Okay, boss is on Shaw.
Weird breath.
Breath is next. I'm gonna go for one more stack. Okay, Chunky taunt after this breath, and I'm gonna clear.
It's me again. I'm just like in the corner, waiting breaths. Fine, already kills.
Alright, taunted.
Okay, I'm clearing my stacks. Everyone burning boss, ignore the big purple ad.
Breath.
Nice job.
GG.
Epic where?
There you go, Pan. There's another dagger for you.
All right, fuck SFK. Thank God.
It's an offhand anyway. I don't even want it.
All
I
right.
I wish it was good for me because the lifesteal might be interesting.
It's really fast.
Vampiric boot knife. Just rogue, right? Oh,
Presumably the DPS makes it worth it anyway.
Yeah.
Congrats, Pan Acer. Anybody for an ancient moss cinch? I already have one.
Let me take it off spec.
Nice rolls, dude.
I know, right? All right, I'm saving them for Nomergon.
I'm trying real hard to
Alright.
get loot.
Congrats to Choff Spec. And that goes to him too. Alright. Congrats. Pretty soon. And returners are always best, so
Yeah, if you want to hang out in my Discord, feel free. Rep will post something about when we're going, and it's the same thing every time. We're just gonna 7/7 blast the things.
GG's.
I'm not actually sure. Rep, are we saving one more of the trinkets, or are we opening them next time?
I need to figure that out 100%, but either way, I would reserve it for returners after, before it opens. So returners being people that have been here before. So ideally, we'll open up to everyone else soon. But yeah,
Yep.
thanks for that, everyone.
Thanks everyone for coming. And if this is your second